Hey guys, this is Sukesh Banik, and today in this video I'm going to make a head-to-head comparison in between these two most hot selling and most beautiful phones from Samsung. On my left hand I have just launched Samsung Galaxy Grand 2, which is a worthy successor of the highly successful Galaxy Grand Duos, and the price of this device in India at this moment is around 22,000 rupees, and this is Galaxy Note 2, which is one of the best phones Samsung has ever produced, and even today this is a great phone to buy. At this moment Note 2 is retailing at around 29,000 or 29,500 rupees in India, so there is around 7,000 rupees difference in between these two devices. Though at launch Note 2 was priced at around 37,000 rupees. So throughout this review, do remember this price difference. Now the exterior design of both of these phones are more or less same, and Note 2's display is slightly larger. It's a 5.5 inches display, whereas the Galaxy Grand 2 has 5.25 inches display. The ports and the corners, the bezel around these phones are exactly same, and the back panel of Galaxy Grand 2 resembles Galaxy Note 3, that is, it has a fake leather-like stitching, and the location of the loudspeaker is another difference in between these two phones' exterior designs. So regarding the quality of these two phones, that is the build quality and the aesthetic values are just the same, so there is no trace of price difference from outside. The display resolution of both of these phones are also same. It is 720p, and because of the smaller display size, the Galaxy Grand 2's PPI is slightly higher than that of Note 2, though there is no visible difference, and Note 2's display is a Super AMOLED, whereas Galaxy Grand 2 has a plain TFT display. That's why the colors are slightly more saturated on the Note 2, but the display brightness and the sunlight legibility of Grand 2 is much better than that of Note 2. The viewing angles of Grand 2's display is also as good as Super AMOLED, though watching movies or photos on a Super AMOLED display feel more exciting. Grand 2's TFT display will give you a better experience on the browser and on the ebook reading, because white levels on TFT displays are purely white or almost white, but on a Super AMOLED display it's slightly dull. There are some color adjustments you can do on the Super AMOLED to make the display more natural. And one thing I forgot to mention on the exterior design, Galaxy Grand 2 does not have any LED notification light like this Galaxy Note 2, which is sometimes quite handy, but you can use the camera flash for notifications. Just check my in-depth review on the Grand 2 where I have shown you the procedure. Now let's dig into the software, that is the user interfaces of both of these phones. And regarding the speed of the interface, Note 2 is slightly faster than that of Grand 2. In fact, I think Note 2 is the fastest phone from Samsung regarding the speed of the interface. There is a slight lag all over the interface of Grand 2 starting from this lock screen. So if you have used Note 2 or S4 for a while, then you will feel the lag. Otherwise, Grand 2 is not a laggy phone if you are using it for the first time. Samsung phones are always slightly laggy because of the very intensive user interface, which is feature rich, smart, and also very simple. The lock screen design of Note 2 is also not bad. Still, it is a very good design, and you can easily apply this type of tweaks. And on the Grand 2, there is a lot of differences you will feel because this phone is running on Android 4.3. So here you will get your favorite applications, and on the left you will get your widgets on the lock screen. This feature enables you to get important information without even unlocking the phone. The Note 2 I am using here is running on 4.1.2, and Samsung has actually removed a lot of features of their previous Note 2 on their recent phones like S4 and Note 3. Grand 2's interface resembles Note 3, so there are some differences in between these two phones' interfaces. For example, Grand 2's display can be compressed to a smaller one-handed version just like the Note 3. So now using this phone with one hand is not an issue. You will get your home, your volume rocker, each and everything under your thumb. You can do this on both of the sides, and this type of one-handed version concept came from Note 2. On Note 2 you will find this type of things on the dialer and a lot of other places, and Grand 2 has also got all of these features, so it's really nice to see Samsung has put this type of nice features on a mid-range phone. Another excellent common feature on both of these phones is this multi-window feature, and as you know, in this feature you can basically split this display into two. Grand 2's multi-window version is also the latest one, where you can launch multiple applications on any of the splitted windows. Both of these smartphones feature Smart Stay, that is, the display won't turn off as long as you are looking at it, and there is also a smart rotation option on the Note 2 which locks the auto rotation if your eyes are in right orientation with the display. This hands-free mode is basically the same as the driving mode on the Note 2. This feature read out incoming call, messages, alarm and schedule info. On both of these phones you can adjust the auto brightness threshold, so looks like Galaxy Grand 2 has got everything of Note 2, but that's partially true because there are a lot of things that aren't available on the Grand 2. I'll show you all of those things step by step, so be with me. I also hope that you are enjoying this video, so give this a thumbs up and also share this video with your friends. Now let me show you the differences in the keyboards of these two smartphones. There is no difference in the writing experience on both of these phones. You will find continuous input and autocorrect features on both of these smartphones, but there is a great difference in the handwriting mode, and on a large display phone like this, handwriting is the easiest way to write. On Grand 2 you have to use your fingers, and there are very few things you can do here. You can buy a capacitive stylus, but you will not get all the features of Note 2 here. Let me show you. Here you can use your fingers as well, and the handwriting recognition on this phone is just excellent. Now you can apply some gestures, like you can split, you can concatenate, you can also correct any letter, and the most exciting part is Galaxy Note 2 comes with an inbuilt stylus. This is not just any capacitive stylus, this is a magnetic stylus and doesn't work with Galaxy Grand. Now writing will be super fast and everything feels so good, so right. You can write a full message within seconds, and you can apply lots of gestures, and this type of experience you cannot get with a stylus on the Grand 2. TouchWiz user interface, as you know, has got lots of hidden tweaks. For example, if you swipe your hand on the screen, you can take a screenshot and you can find it from here. All of these things are obviously available on the Note 2. Here in this music player, you can pause a song just by flipping the phone, and this thing works in the video player and also on the incoming calls. You can put your hand on the screen to pause the song, and I think this is the fastest way you can pause a song or video. Now Note 2 can be said the master of this type of tweaks. The tweaks I've shown you on the Grand 2 are just basic, and with this S Pen you can just do magic. For example, if you press and hold the button and press and hold on the screen, you can take a screenshot and you can edit, you can annotate, and you can do a lot of things. You can now press and hold the button and crop any part on the screen. This feature is extremely handy for the browser, maps, etc. for clipping out any part, and with a gesture like this, you can get the menu key function anywhere, anytime on the screen. You can get the back function with a gesture like this. So with this S Pen, you are getting full control over the phone, which is extremely handy for a large display phone like this. Now this S Memo is the most brilliant application you can find on any Android phone. This S Memo has got so many features to show off, whereas Galaxy Grand 2 does not have any type of note-taking application, so that's a shame. You can obviously download one from the Play Store. Here on this Galaxy Grand 2, there is an absolutely brilliant and innovative feature directly borrowed from Note 3. It is called Adapt Sound, and in this feature, this phone detects your hearing capability and the quality of the headset you are using and adjust the sound quality accordingly. The upper graph is the calibrated one and you can calibrate it with a very simple step. I'll show you that in the in-depth review. You can do this on the call sound, music, and I tried this feature myself and this will change your hearing experience a lot. This type of latest features are still not available on the Note 2. There is another interesting thing I want to show you. You can also adjust the color of this display in accordance with your eyesight. So if you have any type of color blindness or any other issue, you can calibrate the display in accordance with that. You have to arrange these blocks with the same colors. Another improved feature on this Grand 2 over the Note 2 is this Sound Alive equalizer system. You will just find some presets and a custom option on the Note 2 with very basic options, and Grand 2's one has got an equalizer box or equalizer square, and you can also select from these effects over here. You will also get some extra options like bass clarity and also 3D effects. So Grand 2 has got some nice latest features that aren't present on the Note 2, but Note 2 already has so many features. If I show you all of those, you will fall in love with this smartphone. For example, here on this Note 2, if you are at the bottom part of this contacts menu, just double tap on the top and you will go up. Here on this gallery, you can tap and hold on any image and tilt to pan. There are numerous other motion and gesture controlled features on this Note 2. Grand 2 has got only 4 or 5 of these. So though Note 2 is a year-old phone, it can still put a lot of other smartphones to shame. So in short, regarding the interface, both of these have got the same design and Note 2 has got lots of hidden features, whereas Grand 2 has got some useful settings which will make the user experience more enjoyable. Now guys, let's have a quick look at the differences in the hardware spec. The first thing you can notice is the white level on both of these smartphones. Note 2 sports premium Samsung Exynos 4412 chipset with Cortex A9 processor, whereas Grand 2's one is mediocre Cortex A7. The clock speed is also lower than that of Note 2. It's 1.19 GHz quad core, whereas Note 2's one is 1.6 GHz quad core. The RAM on Note 2 is 2 GB, whereas the RAM on this Galaxy Grand 2 is 1.5 GB. The internal storage of Grand 2 is also just the half of Note 2. It's 8 GB on the Grand 2 and 16 GB on the Note 2. These are the sensors, and you can see Grand 2 has got very few sensors, and that's why the motion control gestures are very few on this phone. Overall, the hardware spec of this Grand 2 is considerably inferior to this Note 2, but don't forget the price difference, and the launching price of this Note 2 was almost 70% more than that of this Grand 2. Now guys, I'm going to run this quadrant standard benchmark and compare the performances. Well, on the Note 2 we have got 6968, whereas Grand 2 score is 8398, and as you know, on quadrant standard, higher is better. Actually, Grand 2's processor score is much better than that of Note 2, though the other parameters are less. Here you can check the Antutu benchmark results of both of these smartphones and also compare the parameters. Almost all the parameters of Note 2 are better than that of Grand 2. Next, on this Nina Mark II benchmark, Note 2 score is 58 FPS, whereas Grand 2 scores 56.6 FPS. So the graphics performance of both of these smartphones are close in frame rate. Well guys, we have come to the end part of this review, and last but not the least, the battery performance of the Note 2 is not comparable to Grand 2 because Note 2's battery is very good. You will get at least 2 days full backup, whereas Grand 2 can give you around 1 to 1.5 days of backup. Overall, both of these phones are excellent for their prices, and you can get any one of these. But if you are okay with the price of Note 2, then obviously get the Note 2. Its software is also very stable. You will not face any kind of lag or crash. Well guys, that's all in this comparison, and I hope that you have found this very useful. You can check the channel for in-depth reviews on this Galaxy Grand 2 and also on this Note 2, and make sure you subscribe to this channel because I'll upload a lot more videos on Grand 2. So thanks for watching guys, this is Sukesh Banik and keep in touch.